Welcome the fuck back. Do you want to start with your poem before we read the special poem?
My poem isn't as special. It's called, I kind of wanted to wait for the festival, but does that never actually happen? I was going to read this for the festival.
Title.
Untitled.
Title, untitled?
Title, untitled.
Cool.
A little birdie told me so, but I told him he had to go. There was nothing that could keep me from you. No one else would do. I couldn't let my heart stop beating for you, even if it meant breaking in two. I would always love you.
Wow.
I wrote that before this.
When did you write that?
When I got out of a relationship with someone I cared a lot about.
Oh. Way to bring the mood down.
You know, and then I went and hung myself because he rejected me.
Wow. All right. Let's read the special poem.
I'm afraid to, actually. A dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was talking and watching TV. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there were nails sticking out of the walls everywhere, and there was also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke, and everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something happened on TV. So the laughing was not part of the dream. It was the noise that woke me up. I wonder who that person was, and how they knew to tell a joke at that moment. That's not a poem.
I know, but
It's a prose.
it fucked me.
Oh, wait. Monica's an option? Wasn't Monica always an option before?
No,
She wasn't?
it was just the 3.
Monica was never an option?
I mean, just the 2. What third?
Wait, was Monica not an option the first time we played?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
How did I never notice that?
I think you might have when we started.
And I just didn't think anything of it. But dude, Monica's running the whole
or maybe
fucking
we
show.
went, how come Monica's not here? Oh, well, that's weird.
Oh, man. Well, now we're going to go with Yuri, right?
Well, yeah.
No, because you're already all Natsuki. You got to keep going with her. You got to find out the rest of her story. Go Natsuki.
Okay.
You won't get her confused with Sayori now. It'll be very obvious which one's which. But does that mean Natsuki's going to kill herself next? Do you want to see that? Can you handle that?
Oh, dear God!
I don't... Is everyone just going to kill themselves?
Mouse.
Papa!
Papa.
Nibble.
Climax.
Lucky!
Fair.
Melody.
Melody song.
Sweet.
Melody, what's her fucking name?
Pond. Melody Pond.
Melody Pond, that's right. How'd I forget?
Speaking of Time Lords. Sweet! Blanket.
Pure.
Oh, that's better. Joy!
Rose Quartz? Shit! I should have known she liked Steven Universe.
Yeah, she does look like Pink Diamond.
But
Natsuki is Pink Diamond.
But Sayori's not here.
Too soon! Too soon!
You already made a joke about it, motherfucker.
And it was too soon.
Don't
Precious!
fucking come at me.
Like Sayori.
Poof, like Cosmo and Wanda's kid. I always go with Kawaii every time. Doki Doki, you gotta.
Passion!
That's fucking Yuri. Nope, no. Hop. Heartbeat.
Dude, if only Yuri's next to us, they're all gonna be depressing.
Kiss.
Hi again, Edgar. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Remember that time I almost started us over and I thought I saved over our progress that one time? That was funny.
That was scary.
Don't worry, this might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Yeah, are they? Also,
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Do you want to say something before I read this?
No. Thanks for keeping your promise, Edgar. I hope
was
this
me.
isn't too overwhelming. Oh, yeah.
That's why I was asking if you want to say something before I read that. Thanks for keeping your promise, Edgar. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed.
Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. Stop saying hang out. Too soon. Music's getting a little funky. Also, have you noticed the background?
No. What about it?
Never mind.
No, what about the background? What about it?
Just look.
I am.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Getting a little...
I don't understand about the background, unless you mean it's tilted?
Look at the edges of the screen.
What? I don't see it! What?
Look at the left corner, right there. It's clearly zooming in very slowly.
I have not noticed that!
I'm sorry. Is that you? Sorry.
I'm sorry, Edgar.
No, it's been...
We'll make sure to make
Have you not noticed that she's huge?
No.
Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance.
Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read?
Well, I can't really say no other way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask.
Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
It's getting a little tilty. I want to try to be a part of this club, so even if I don't read that often, I'd be happy to pick up a book for you if you wanted me to.
Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked a book I thought might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
How is this girl accidentally being so cute? How are we still standing in this crooked ass fucking room? She even picked out a book she thinks I like despite me not reading too much. I made up that 2 part. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. Alright, enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your
I
own
can't
pace.
believe it took you that long to know. I had to tell.
You really had to point it out. I see it.
I should have just waited.
Now I see it.
Do you think if it got to this point, you still wouldn't have noticed?
I think I would know. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I already read that line. I look forward to hear what you think.
I should. I regret not letting you figure it out. I didn't read that. That's fine. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Ugh! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand.
How helpful you are.
You looking for something in there? Fucking... She never put my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga's one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it from out of my hand. I made up the front part. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you could do it to the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging or anything. I didn't even say anything. It was a tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Edgar. Consider this a lesson. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box.
Yeah, don't judge a book by its cover. I thought this was a great, happy little game.
I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shows the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Finally. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling for me to sit there. I made up the front part again. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Oh, why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry, I didn't expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kinda grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Did you forget about this? Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something that you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy, you know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. I'm sorry. Like I could never get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up to them. You still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch him in the face. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time, but it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if you found this.
Is that what it said?
Why are you not paying attention, nerd?
Just wait for a second. It was all black and stuff. What did it say?
That's what it said.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah. I wonder how it is if we look at the history. When it's all fucking... Oh, it's actually different.
Oh, wow.
Because that was what she originally said.
Is her dad gonna kill her?
What the fuck is wrong with you? This is a nice, wholesome game.
Are they all gonna die terrible deaths?
About literature. Can't fucking believe you. Can you believe some people?
I'm so scared, Matt!
At least it's safe here in the club room.
Oh my god!
Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it.
Oh, she means the books are safe now that she feels safe. Oh my god.
Are you okay?
No!
You're losing your fucking mind.
Okay.
Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. It's not gonna solve any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? Oh my god, stop
I'm sorry, I'm not okay.
twitching at every fucking little thing.
I'm so scared.
That's not even a ... That's just a long line. There it is. So, geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah, I flipped the page. ... Time passes. As it does. All we are is dust in the wind.
Black screens scare me now.
Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. It looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight onto me. Hey! Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Natsuki, are you okay? ... Here.
Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Fuck yeah, dude.
Don't worry, Edgar. She's fine. It happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we share poems now? Did that happen before? Did she fall asleep on you the first time?
I don't think so.
It's been too long. We shouldn't have put so much time in between.
Yeah, well, you know, life.
Who should I show my poem to first?
Who should be?
I'm really afraid that they're just going to die off one by one.
Don't mind me as I just fucking drink loudly.
Natsuki, of course, because you love her.
I do love her. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I share mine with her first. ... Mm-hmm. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, ... Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. Ooh. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said. Ooh. Well, But I'd be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours is really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, huh, that's not great, but let me show you what real literature looks like, nerd. And you went and ruined it. Hope you're happy. ... So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. Fuck
Doesn't
it.
all get
Fuck
caught
it.
in her throat.
Fuck it, right? Hell yeah. My wiener.
Ew.
Don't be rude.
Gross!
Ooh, you're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Yeah, fine, I guess. What if because Monica will make me if I don't? Yeah, fucking A. We already fucking read this dumb shit.
People can try, but that's about it.
Yep.
And then they die.
I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of writing for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard, like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. If you feel sad, write a song about it. Steven Universe. Go watch Steven Universe.
And don't hang yourself.
That also. Yeah, I understand. Hanging myself wouldn't be the best solution. I should get help instead and maybe see a therapist and also talk about your feelings because it's okay.
Thank you, I needed that.
Don't thank me. Thank your good friend, what's his name? Edgar. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something, nerd. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah. First off, don't remind me. Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is. You should. But if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Pretty sure we already made all those jokes in the first time. I mean, this is the first time.
Yuri! Because I don't think Monica exists.
I'll let you. Yuri stares at the poem. Sorry, rude. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh! Sorry, I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine, don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
Ah, so it's that bad.
No! Did I raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we haven't... It might take Yuri a while to get a news... Fucking A. It's fine, I didn't really notice. I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick writing styles separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Sorry, I'm yawning. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do! I love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? We also already read this one.
Wait, I want to read it again.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you such a long time to read.
That's just come off fucking idiot. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Huh? That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Oh, actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Edgar.
Really? You must have totally missed the point. Good impression of me also, by the way.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. Like I'm left without Yuri.
Wow. It's a lot.
Wrong one, sorry. You're gonna
Yeah,
die.
let's say
You're gonna die, bitch.
She's right there. Wow, is that a fucking tret? Are you threatening? It's a lot more solid putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that, because I'm an idiot. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you to not let me die. Hope you're happy. Hi, Edgar! Having a good time so far? Are ya?
Oh my god. Why are you yelling at me?
I'm so upset.
I'm very vulnerable right now.
Me too! I'm dead.
You're not Sayori, goddammit.
But I am mad.
It's pretty uncanny. Yeah. My spacebar is not working. Hold on. There we go.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or new members that we could bring back from the dead, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
How about my wiener? The D stands for my wiener. Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
Of course.
Of course I'd be afraid to bring these up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Edgar. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all have to learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
I like it, Edgar.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Oh, jeez.
No. It's kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you.
Didn't she not know that Natsuki and Yuri wrote poems?
Right.
So how would she know that Natsuki's a good writer?
They just share their poems.
She would base that off one poem?
She's a Time Lord. She's lived all these realities. She knows Sayori's dead. She killed the bitch. She'll cling to you like a puppy. And before she wasn't encouraging him to go with Natsuki. So it's interesting that she's all like, take a snack. She'll cling to you. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her much lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because of her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good, said you.
You couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't always mean I feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then.
Okay, wait, I'm sorry. First of all, I'm gonna have to actually read this now that I know her shit. But, So now we're learning all this shit about Natsuki because she's going to die from her father, and I'm not okay with that. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically
You didn't say
glanced
title.
at my title. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings. But my burned eyes can no longer see color.
Why are you fucking wiggling your chest while you read this?
You ruined it.
This is why we need a webcam. 1 million views is sitting on that chest right now. 1 million views.
I have a scarf on over my dress that covers everything to my neck.
For now.
Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish the pen.
You see my fears? Swallowing my fears.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform if that's what you call it. I'm sorry, did you say fierce just now? Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Don't apologize. It's okay. Sometimes you just say fierce. I don't know what to tell you.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, you know, someone I knew really close died recently, and I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a lot. You know, this ability to travel through dimensions.
I'm sorry, what was that last part?
An epiphany?
An epiphany.
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point, like when someone died. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. So don't try restarting this game over again and try again because you'll fuck everything up. Just force yourself to get something down on paper.
Just divorce yourself?
Later.
Just divorce yourself.
Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Don't mind that your friend's dead, just keep playing this game. Thanks for listening. Don't try it over again. It's not gonna have a better ending. No matter what you do, someone's gonna die.
What was that last part about?
An epiphany?
Leaving a big blot of ink on the paper?
Yeah, that's what it
yeah,
was.
that. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. There was a little more that was a little more stressful than hello?
It was the audio. I thought something happened. It was the audio.
The music? The same normal ass music?
Yep.
Alright, cool.
No. I mean, it was a blurb on the audio.
Oh, okay. the recording.
Yeah.
There was fuck me. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated.
Yeah, you think?
It's as if everyone is judging me from my mediocre writing abilities, even if they're just being nice to me. There's no way my post can stand up to theirs. That was me throwing up. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess it's my fuck. Fuck me.
How far do we have to wait for someone to die so we can move on?
I don't know, dog.
I'm scared now. I don't want to do this anymore.
All right. This is the end of this is the finale. Bye. Nice hanging out.
Shut up. Let's go.
I guess this is what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica's writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They generally... Is that fast enough for you?
Yes.
As I read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's this language?
Yeah? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Edgar did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me. me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change it anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't.
Mm.
And Edgar liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Sorry, I'm yawning. Also, the music stopped. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Huh?
Music's getting a little crazy.
That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Edgar appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh, and how do you know that he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. It was full... If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Ugh. Well, you know what? I was the one whose booze magically grew a size bigger as soon as Edgar started showing up.
Nasuki! Nasuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you.
Taking out your
Oh.
insecurities and others.
Uh-oh.
You really are just
Getting in a little crazy. Me? Look who's talking. You want to be edgy, bitch.
edgy.
That's what you took from that?
Sir, your lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend.
See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves to graduate middle school, you know.
If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You
Boy.
think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try.
Yuri. Whoa, be careful. You might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you?
You just accused me of cutting myself? No matter what, someone's gonna die. What the fuck is wrong with your head?
Yeah, go on. Let Edgar hear everything you really think. I'm sure I'll be head over heels for you after this.
Ah!
Suddenly, Yuri turns toward me as if she just noticed I was standing there.
Edgar. She's trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it.
Man,
Dot,
so
dot,
you
dot.
might really save these two from killing each other.
What?
What was all that?
Natsuki, Yuri,
Natsuki!
Natsuki, Yuri, Natsuki, Ma!
Hey Edgar, why don't we step outside for a little bit, okay? Sorry about that. They really should have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right?
Yeah, because you didn't pick a side.
Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. Thanks. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead.
Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom.
Aww.
Dot, dot, dot. She quickly runs away.
Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri.
I didn't mean it.
I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, or did.
Edgar, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it tomorrow. Completely. She would know. ... Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. ... Yuri looks at me.
Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica.
You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me to be around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Edgar. It would be embarrassing if you're listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. But I...
What the fuck?
Let's write a poem.
This isn't the same.
Anime, kitty, giggle, pink, skirt, papa, twirl, cheeks. What? That one? Oh, Valentine. Boop. Oh no. Joy. Fluffy. Colors. Kawaii. Lust. No. These are all not.
Sweet.
Oh yeah.
Or nature.
Doki fucking Doki, dude. Nightgown. Poof. Bed. How you doing?
I'm not okay right now.
So, I think we've established at this point that, I mean, yes, you keep saying Monica's a Time Lord, but she very clearly exists out of the... She keeps appearing like above the text boxes and shit.
And she knows everything.
And she knows everything. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Welcome back, Edgar.
Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's just me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk. And surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room.
About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well.
Yuri, remember that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you could be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it.
Edgar, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad you're such an understanding person, and I'm really glad you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and I almost wouldn't cut myself if... Sorry, what am I saying right now? I just... Have you guys seen Monica?
Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was.
Man!
Good impression of me?
I'm guessing you haven't either.
Okay, stop.
I wanted to be Natsuki.
Why?
Because I can do the high pitch better than you. You were saying?
Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. How's that? Jerk ass jerk. It's clearly taking up. My Natsuki voice is fine. Do you like that my Edgar voice is becoming my real voice?
It should have been from the start. You're very Edgar. You just want to please all the cute ladies all the time. You just want to make them all happy and then they kill themselves.
Wow. Alright. Fuck me. Matt is clearly taken aback by how fucking rude Bran is being right now.
No, I haven't.
Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. ... What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So...
Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday?
Huh?
Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I sure was nothing. I didn't even remember anything happening. Fucked it up. Jesus Christ. My voice is so fucking shot. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you?
Okay, now look at the history. Is it different? Oh, okay.
No.
Is that like when Monica makes people say things, it does that? Like, what the fuck is that shit? ...
But...
Why does she have a real mouth?
That's... What the fuck? Okay, does that even make sense?
Hello?
Sailcloth, blind sight, lifeline, and non-reciprocally, flauntlessly offered, scrollman need. What does the history say for that shit?
Well, that's...
I'll accept your apology anyway and feel better about it. History?
No, it's just that.
Okay.
It's not backwards. I can't be bothered to try to, like,
Nope.
interpret anything from that.
Nope.
Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. Eh.
No, not at all.
Hey, can we go back to the part where you had like a fucking weird real mouth for a second there? That was fucking weird.
I don't hate you.
Ah. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either.
Ugh.
Natsuki turns to me. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey, what the fuck? Suddenly, the door swings open.
Sayori!
Nope.
Sorry I'm super late.
Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall.
That's gross. I don't need to know that.
To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So I was still impressed. Oh, well, thanks, Yuri.
You should play something for us sometime.
That's...
Monica looks at me.
Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
That sounds cool. I look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Edgar.
Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently.
I see. Not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks! So I didn't miss anything, did I?
No, not really. I chose not to bring up any of I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. Always in the closet, that one.
Edgar, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club.
I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you just gave me... Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday,
She's fine. She's reading over there, see? Jeez, she's gonna fucking kill herself if you keep picking Suki, isn't she? Oh, it's my line. I forgot because it looks freaky demonic. Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there. Jesus. Whew. What was that? It was a quickie. What's the story about anyway?
What's the story about anyway? Always impersonating me.
Well,
I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison, and the people trapped there have a trait that turns them into killing machines and lust for blood. Jesus,
I know
Yuri.
you're trying to get the fuck on with it. Have you told me about in the past or watched Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared?
No.
Okay, cool. We're gonna watch that.
But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and fixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. Dude, she's into some scary shit. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. It's kind of it's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. You're not a fan of that sort of thing, Edgar?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and recluse. Shy? She's so... She's... I can't say that.
She's so shy and reclusive. Actually, it's really hard.
She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that kind of story. It's the kind that changes you to... It's the kind that challenge you to look at... Jesus.
Third time's a charm?
It's the kind that challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly, I'm rambling, aren't I? Is that all the same too? I mean, Jesus.
Also, there was some shit up here that was...
No, I'm pretty sure that's all legit. That's all happening.
Yeah. She's used to making it hard. That was the...
That's so sad. I did not see any of this coming the first time we played this game. Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, my whole body...
What?
I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. What was that history? So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange.
It's not just not there.
Oh!
Just cut it out.
And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. And it's a literature club after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
Yeah! What was that? I don't understand what that was. I didn't see what that was. Like, it was red, but what?
That's how they get you, because you're looking at the words?
Yes.
And then some shit will happen, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but...
What are you saying?
Dot.
Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
You're alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. And this is more or less how the Yuri story goes. So that's cool. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry.
Whoa.
I'm just bathing in your what?
We'll never know.
Dude, she said some fucked up shit in the black. I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Oh, fuck. Shoulder action. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here. Oh.
I love her too. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb.
I'll never know what Sayori's love scenes look like.
Oh my god, we can just play it. For fuck's sake. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face as she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready?
Her little subtle eye movement. Ugh.
Oh, I noticed.
Oh, baby.
Oh, I noticed. To turn the page.
Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume she's finished. She finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
Yeah? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not.
Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things that she says and all that.
That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her.
Something else.
Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So, I don't know why that came into my head.
Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. Can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little...
My breathing?
Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat.
I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water.
Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about?
Edgar, did something happen just now?
Eh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess.
So you don't know anything?
Sorry, can't say I do. Are you worried about her?
Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure you didn't do anything to her.
No, nothing.
Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming.
Alright, if you say so.
Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other?
Eh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri?
Well, she might be a little while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay?
Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag.
Okay, this is weird.
Also, this is a long-ass episode, so next time on Doki Doki Literature Club!
Oh yeah, this was actually mostly all recorded,
Yeah.
because I ain't stopping for shit now. We're on this
Yeah.
train.
No fucking brakes on this, motherfucker!
It got good.
Get good.
It get good.
G-I-T-G-U-D.
Get good. It got good. Cool, come back for more, yo.
Hello? You're losing your goddamn mind. Holy shit. Bye. Run, get the fuck out of here. Holy shit. Also send help.
And subscribe.
Hit that bell and don't hang yourself.
Shit, too soon. No. It's never too late to make today a good day. It can always start now.
I'm sorry.
It's never too late to make today a better day than it was yesterday.
Deep. Goodbye.